The other kid that was supposed to play in that game, Tony Steward from Menendez, and I want to get your thoughts on that in just a couple of moments. Steward is a good story. He's a nice kid and an amazing talent, and he also has a good memory. At a pep rally last month for his announcement to the U.S. Army game, Steward had a special guest that he just couldn't forget.
If you go help somebody or you make a donation or whatever, you don't know what good things are going to come out of that.
A good thing did happen. Tony Steward turned into a football star. Late last year, the Menendez senior was named to the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. An emotional moment and a time to reflect and remember.
We didn't have the best uniforms or anything, but we were playing, and he was at one of the games, and he saw us. He wanted to donate us some jerseys.
That man was Richard Willich, a special guest of Steward's on this memorable day, and the person that made an impression on a kid 5 years ago.
So these police athletic guys, I mean, not only do they look awful, but the equipment was inferior.
Since then, the two developed a bond.
He thinks I'm his mother.
The former Marine Corps colonel reminds Tony of his priorities.
I told him I don't want him back here in 4 years in the hood and not have an education.
Advice doesn't come without a price.
Well, now you know him so well that he said you got to give him 10% of whatever you make.
That was part of the deal. and give me the new equipment. This equipment is better than what I gave him.
For Tony Steward and Richard Willich, it's just as memorable.
Kindred spirits. Exactly.
What a nice young man. Mr. Willich, by the way, also donated jerseys to Menendez High School a couple of years ago, so a nice gesture on his part. Brent, Tony didn't play today because of a foot injury, but this kid's going to be a stud.
He really is, and what it comes into now, he is the number 7 Rivals 100 player, well thought of, very athletic, very strong. It's a Clemson, Florida State, and he goes back and forth, Brent, and literally by the day, he kind of switches up, I think, in his mind, but that's going to be a very interesting battle toward the end.
And I think he told us he's going to decide February the 2nd.
That's right.